What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs, and today we're going to talk about Whit Hafer, the very first member of the class of 2024 for Mizzou football recruiting. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Right, Whit Hafer, recruit number one for this 2024 recruiting class. As I said, he is a tight end from Joplin, Missouri, Joplin High School, and 6'7", 230 pounds. His Twitter profile says 235, so there's that. Rivals has him as a 5.5 rated 3-star, the number 17 ranked player in Missouri. 24/7 Sports has him as an 86 rated 3-star, no composite ranking yet. And they have him as the 15th ranked player in the state. He, in 2022's junior season, had 14 catches for 228 yards and a pair of touchdowns for the Joplin High offense there. Also worth noting, he is the son of Jeff Hafer. Jeff Hafer played basketball for Mizzou from 1996 to 2000. So that makes Hafer a Mizzou legacy kid, and that's part of the reason that there really wasn't a whole lot of drama to his recruitment, and it's not surprising that he'd be number one on the board for this year's recruiting class. The offer list is not overwhelming. It's regional schools. Aside from Mizzou, Iowa State, Kansas State, Jayhawks, and then UNLV. UNLV. Why UNLV? Barry Odom. Former Mizzou head coach Barry Odom is now the head coach at UNLV. There's your connection. I think if you'd have stayed uncommitted for a little while longer, would he have gotten some more offers? Yeah, probably. Honestly, with a kid like this, I think it was kind of assumed he was going to Mizzou, so that may have had some schools just say, no, I'm not going to bother and waste my time. Anyway, looked at his film. The first thing I noticed, half the footage is him blocking. That in itself, the fact that there are clips of him blocking, that signals that he's a willing blocker, and he takes pride in the blocking. So that's important with the Missouri offense. In the Missouri offense, you need a tight end who can block, whether that is scheme or just helping an overmatched offensive line. Either way, tight end has to be able to block for Missouri. Whit Hafer, willing to block, enjoys blocking. I think from the looks of it, there were a number of plays where matched up against smaller guys, it was just not a fair fight. So I think that'll be one where he'll need to use more technique in terms of sheer strength at the SEC level, but he can learn that. He'll get stronger. In his stance, I would have liked to have seen him a little bit lower. I think that's one where being 6'7", it's a little harder to get low. But hey, you're talking in the trenches, low man wins. So that's something that biology wasn't nice to him in that regard. Being 6'7", I think he needs to, really focus on getting crouched down and exploding out of his stance, going out and not up. So, see if he can develop that. He's got pretty solid hands. There are a few like 5-and-out type routes where he'd have to catch on his back hip. So that's good to see that he's got good hands, I think. When he's moving, being so tall, he's got long legs. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere in a hurry, but it's deceptive. He's not slow by any means, I don't think. Didn't look like it on the film, at least. And I think just that, and just the way he is athletically, it doesn't look graceful and sleek like like a Luther Burden just kind of gliding down the field, and all of a sudden it's still 4-4 and it looks easy. It's not like that. He's a big, burly kind of guy. You may remember Martin Rucker, the tight end for the 2007 team. That was his senior year, I believe. He'd catch the ball at his shoulder down, and he was trucking. Yeah, it's a little bit like that with Whit Hafer, where he'll get there. It just doesn't necessarily look pretty, but if he gets there and gets there quickly enough, who cares if it looks pretty or not, right? For Missouri, it's always good to get number one on the board. That can just kind of ease the tension of, all right, is anyone going to commit? You're waiting. You want to have guys commit early, especially local guys, because when you have someone local commit early, they can become kind of the ringleader of the class, at least to begin with. That's big for when other prospects are visiting. You know, Hafer can drive on up to Columbia, and he can be another recruiter in someone's ear, but he is a peer, a fellow player, and say, well, I committed because I saw this, and this. Yeah, it's a little bit different perspective that recruits may appreciate more. That's just how it is, right? Teenagers are going to listen to their peers more than any sort of authority figure. So, yeah, having him on board is good in that regard. If nothing else, the recruits say, well, this guy saw something in Mizzou. Let me take a look at him. That's good for Missouri. Also, tight end. I mentioned you have to be able to block. That's really all Missouri tight ends have done the last couple of years, because they are not a threat offensively in terms of catching the football, yards, touchdowns, anything like that. That needs to change. So Missouri needs all the tight end bodies they can get until they start getting guys who can be difference makers. Maybe that's Whit Hafer. Maybe somebody already on the roster develops. But that hasn't happened yet. So yeah, a guy like Whit Hafer sees that the Missouri roster and says, yep, there's plenty of opportunity for me. So it's great for Missouri to get another tight end, and it's great for Whit Hafer because there's nobody established. That's all I've got for this video, guys. Keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. It's busy time. Mizzou football recruiting is only going to get busier. The City SC won their debut match. Battlehawks 2-0. Spring training's underway. Spring football starting up. Plenty of drama there. And the Blues are also, skating in circles, doing nothing. Anyway, thanks for checking out this video, guys. Hope to see you next time.